Hey everyone, it's Stephanie with IYB Designs. I have an easy Easter DIY for you using all Dollar Tree products. If you saw my Easter and Spring Dollar Tree haul, you saw that I got these bunny containers that come in 4 different colors. I picked up 3 of the different colors, and as soon as I saw them, they reminded me of the Peeps candy. So I wanted to create a sign with these, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it and just how easy it is for you to do it yourself. So let's get started. I'm using white Waverly chalk paint to do a dry brush technique on the containers. When dry brushing, you want to get a teeny tiny bit of paint on the paintbrush. So I'm dipping my paintbrush into the paint, and then on a paper towel, I am dabbing off most of the paint. Then you just lightly brush the paintbrush onto the surface because you want some of the color to actually show through. Now sometimes I did get a little too much paint in one spot, but you'll see later you can take a paper towel and kind of scrape off the paint off of the plastic and then repaint that area. So I did this to the front and the back of all of the bunnies because these bunnies are actually going to make 2 signs. And here I'm just showing you the difference it makes from the shiny, cheap, plastic looking bunnies to more of a farmhouse chic look with the white paint on it. For the base of my sign, I used this wood sign I found at Dollar Tree. It is a nice hard piece of wood, and so I had to snatch it up. But you could use any piece of scrap wood that you have. So you want something that's going to stand on its own. So I took this sign and I painted it in Waverly Elephant chalk paint, and then I just did a dry brush technique on top with white Waverly chalk paint just to give it a little distressed look. I added the saying "Love My Peeps" in vinyl to my base. Now if you don't have a vinyl cutting machine, you can easily do this with a paint pen and just write it on there. I will have the free file for you to download from my website of this saying. I also did "Welcome Peeps," "Hangin With My Peeps," and "Chillin With My Peeps." So you have a selection and they're all in this fun font. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to put this all together. So basically what it's going to look like is 3 bunnies just stuck together like that. All right, so I'm going to start with my bunny that I want in the center. Now you see each of these bunnies on the bottom, they have these little ridges that kind of got in my way a little bit. But there's enough room up here, a flat part, that's the part that I'm going to rest on my base. Now you can't see it, but I have put a piece of double-sided tape right there, and that's just to help me get a temporary hold while I am placing them, and then I'll show you how I'm going to secure it for real. And when you go and put it on here, you can get those little ridges where they just line up to the back, and then you can get rid of that little space. I hope that's making sense, because if I just put it on like that, there's that little space that I just don't want. I guess it's not a big deal, but then I realized I could just put it flat here and get it flush against my sign. So I am just eyeballing it in the center there, and then gonna push down the double-sided tape. And like I said, this is just a temporary hold, and then I'm actually going to screw it down in place to make it permanent. So I'm going to do that with all 3 and get the placement of all 3, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so I have them all temporarily taped down with double-sided tape, and now to make it permanent, I'm turning it around on the back, and I'm going to figure out where I'm going to actually put a screw into the plastic bunny to get it to secure onto my wood base. So I'm just going to take a Sharpie, and I've got to work around the ridges here that are inside also. So I'm just going to find a place where it's going to be attaching to the wood. Mark with Sharpie. This does not have to be perfect by any means. It's just giving me an idea of where to drill my hole. So on the back, I just want to show you, I took my drill and where I marked on the bunny, that little mark, I just drilled a little pilot hole, and that's going to help me screw the screw in better because it would be really hard to get through the plastic without that pilot hole. Now I'm just going to take my screw and screw it into the base. And you do that with all 3 bunnies. And there you go. Now they're not gonna go anywhere. You can't knock them off. They bobble, but they're not gonna fall off. Now remember, these bunnies also had back sides because it was a container that connected together. So I have the 3 back sides of the bunnies that I also painted, and I'm just going to make a little pom-pom and attach it to the bunny. I think I made this one a little too big, so I'm going to redo it a little bit smaller and put a pom-pom cottontail on each of the 3 bunnies, hook it to a sign, and I'll have another sign that I'm going to gift to someone. And here is how my sign turned out. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of my Peeps sign? When I first saw these bunny containers in the Dollar Tree, the first thing they made me think of was the Peeps candy, which was my favorite Easter candy growing up. Actually, it still is. And I knew I wanted to create something to just bring back those good memories of Easter morning and my Easter basket and eating my marshmallow Peeps. And I know you either love them or you hate them. Let me know, do you love Peeps candy or do you hate them? If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. And if you'd like to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. So that's all I have for you today. Until next time, I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.